Reasons why you should wait for the OLED iPad Pro and not buy the M2 iPad Pro right now. Apple is expected to announce the revamped iPad Pro models soon, with major changes implemented throughout the device. If you are on the verge of deciding to purchase the M2 iPad Pro right now, we recommend you wait for the OLED iPad Pro's launch. You will get clarity on not only the upgraded feature set but also the new pricing scheme. Other than this, the OLED iPad Pro will undergo a major redesign, and it will look and perform very differently from the current models. For your convenience, we have curated a list of changes coming with the OLED iPad Pro, which will make the device a worthy upgrade. OLED iPad Pro could launch sooner rather than later. Check out what you should be looking forward to. The iPad Pro with an OLED display has seen various delays in the past, as Apple delayed the launch due to technical or production issues. However, the end of March timeframe has been speculated for a while, and we have high hopes that the devices will be released sooner rather than later. Apple also holds immense pressure to release upgraded iPad models as it failed to upgrade any iPad last year, which is evident in the company's overall revenue from last year. The OLED iPad Pro is expected to bring some notable improvements to the lineup, and it will be the first time since 2018 that the device will undergo a major design overhaul. We have covered numerous rumors and reports that the iPad Pro with an OLED panel could come with MagSafe charging capabilities. While concrete details rest with Apple at this stage, there are various reasons why you should wait for the launch of the OLED iPad Pro and not buy the current model with a mini LED display. iPad Pro is finally jumping onto the OLED bandwagon. One of the most significant improvements coming with the iPad Pro is the new OLED display. Currently, the 11-inch iPad Pro features an IPS LCD panel, while the bigger 12.9-inch model comes with a mini LED display. Apple will potentially eliminate the display discrimination between both sizes, as reports have suggested that both 11-inch and 13-inch models will house an OLED panel. The OLED panel will host a bevy of benefits compared to the LCD and mini LED displays, such as deeper blacks, higher contrast ratio, better dynamic range and much more. Apple is aiming for an unrivaled image quality on the iPad Pro, and if you are looking to get one right now for entertainment purposes, we would advise you to hold your money for a bit longer. Apart from the excellent image quality of the panels, the OLED display also consumes less power compared to the traditional LCD and mini LED displays. This will allow the OLED iPad Pro to deliver better battery life than the current model. Since the OLED display is thinner than the aforementioned options, it will also contribute to the overall thinness of the device. OLED iPad Pro is getting bigger but thinner. The iPad Pro is getting bigger with the upcoming release, and there are various ways Apple could have achieved this. The company is planning to increase the size to 11.1 inches for the smaller variant and 13.1 inches for the bigger variant. Note that the overall form factor of the device could remain the same, and the bigger screen size could be achieved with slimmer bezels on all four sides. We have previously reported that Apple is aiming to make the iPad Pro a lot thinner than the current models, and both models will adhere to the change. The 11-inch iPad Pro is rumored to be 5.5 mm thin, while the bigger 13-inch model is reported to be as thin as 5 mm. Although, some users would pose bendgate threats for the tablet, Apple will potentially reinforce the chassis to prevent the iPad Pro from bending easily. Front camera orientation. It was recently reported that Apple would bring the iPad 10's landscape camera orientation to the OLED iPad Pro as well as the M2 iPad Air later this month. Currently, the Pro and the Air both feature front-facing cameras in portrait orientation. Since the devices are larger than smartphones in size, it would make sense for the forthcoming models to house the sensors in landscape mode for better utility. Apple's main competitor, Samsung, followed the same approach with its new Galaxy S2 Ultra tablet. Apple's latest M3 chip meets the iPad Pro. Apple introduced the M3 chip last year with the launch of the new 14-inch and 16-inch MacBook Pro models. The chip delivers improved computational and graphical performance on the machines, and we suspect the same changes will be available on the OLED iPad Pro. Since the iPad Pro is not designed to house a fan, Apple will cap the performance of the chip, but it could potentially be on par with the recently announced MacBook Air models. The latest M3 chip will make room for a plethora of AI-related features, which Apple will debut later this year with the release of iPadOS 18. We suspect the company will introduce new editing features for the iPad Pro as well, and the chip will be plenty powerful enough to handle on-device processing. Moreover, the OLED iPad Pro with an M3 chip would also be able to make better use of third-party editing software such as Photoshop and its new AI features. MagSafe and the new accessories. As part of its big redesign, Apple is also expected to bring the iPhone's MagSafe technology to the OLED iPad Pro. The company's application could be different due to the device's larger size, as the technology could be used for charging purposes. Similar to the MacBooks, the OLED iPad Pro could feature MagSafe charging for a seamless user experience. With the new Magic Keyboard, the device could look more like a laptop than a tablet, according to past reports from Bloomberg. Numerous rumors suggest that Apple is working on a new version of the Apple Pencil with upgraded features, and the accessory could see daylight alongside the new OLED iPad Pro. Storage and price. According to earlier rumors, the OLED iPad Pro could launch with up to 4 TB of storage capacity, which is double the amount available on the current models. This also means that the company could bump up the base storage from 256 GB to 512 GB, but no details are available on it so far. With bigger storage and major design changes, the OLED iPad Pro could come with a hefty price tag as well, costing as much as the M3 Pro MacBook Pro. It was previously reported that the OLED iPad Pro prices could start as high as $1,500 for the base 11-inch version, and the 13-inch version could cost up to $1,800 for the base model. While the price tags are almost twice as much as the M2 variants, it remains to be seen if the latest upgrades will justify it. The higher costs are potentially due to the inclusion of the OLED panel from LG and Samsung. OLED iPad Pro launch and release. As noted, Apple could launch the new OLED iPad models as soon as later this month with upgraded design and features. The company could host a spring event to introduce the latest changes, but Mark Gurman claims that we should look forward to a press release instead of a full-fledged event. The devices will go on sale the week after the announcement. We will keep you guys posted on the latest, so be sure to stick around for more details.